Okay, and then solving the following equation, 2x plus 1 equals 13. What am I going to do first? Subtract 1 on both sides. So that leaves me with 2x is equal to 12. I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides, so x is equal to 6. Vertical angles. That's two angles that are not adjacent, and their sides are formed by two intersecting lines. That looks like this. So their angles are not adjacent, and their sides are formed by two intersecting lines. So that would be like if this is 45 degrees, this over here is 45 degrees, and these are considered vertical angles. They're across from each other. These are two angles whose non-common sides are on the same line. So it looks like, oh no. So it looks like, this will load, this. Okay, so they form a line. So vertical angles. So angles 1 and 2 here are vertical angles. So you will write down this. I think I filled in the lines for you. Angles 1 and 2 are vertical angles. Then a linear pair. So angles 3 and 4 are a linear pair. So we have vertical angles and linear pair. First, which one could we identify right away? CED, right? The one right across from this 127? What is this angle right here? 127 degrees. Vertical angles are across from each other. Okay, now, how would I find this angle right here? DEA. What do I know about these two angles? 180. They add up to 180, so I'm going to do 180 minus 127. 53. So if this angle is 53 degrees, what is this angle over here? It's 53 degrees as well. Okay, so the angles that are across from each other are the same. Now, once again, how did I find this 53 degrees? Yeah. I subtracted from 180 because it's a what? A what pair? Linear. A linear pair. Okay, so CED was what? 127. So CED was 127 degrees. What was DEA? 53 degrees. And what was BEC? 53 degrees. Okay. Now we need to find the value of Y. What do I know about these two angles? What do we know about them? They're the what? You said it. They're the same. Why? What type of angles are these? They're the vertical angles, right? They're vertical, which means they're equal to each other. You don't have to write this. So they're vertical, so which means they are equal to each other. So what would I do? How would I make an equation here?
2y plus 4y.
Perfect. So I'm going to do 2y. Now you need to write this. 2y is equal to 4y minus 42. They are equal to each other. So we set them equal. All right, let's solve here. What do you think I'm going to do first? Let's subtract the 4y. I know we're going to get a negative, but you can't really subtract the 2y. That won't work. So let's subtract the 4y. Okay, that gets rid of this. I'm left with negative 42. What is 2y minus 4y?
Negative 2y.
Negative 2y. What am I going to divide both sides by?
2,
Negative 2. So I'm going to divide by, I'm going to rewrite this over here. So I have negative 2y equals negative 42. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. So what does y equal? What's negative 42 divided by negative 2? Use your calculator. 21. So y equals, with what I have, what do I do?
2x plus 3 equals
Good. 2x plus 3 plus 89 equals 180. You just add them all up and set them equal to 180. Okay? Because they form that straight line.
Then you add 89 and 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you're going to do. I love it. Okay, so we did 3 plus 89 is first. So we'll drop down the 2x. What's 3 plus 89?
92.
92 equals 180. Now, what's my first step here?
Minus
Or my second step?
subtraction.
I'm going to subtract 92 on both sides. So that gets rid of this. We'll drop down the 2x. So 2x is equal to,
98. No. Where am I?
close,
Negative
88.
88. Just kidding. Alright.
Then what do you do?
2x.
Divide by 2 on both sides. So what's x equal to?
44.
Good. Okay.
Let me do it. Let me do the first.
Find the value of C. These are vertical angles. Oh, Mackenzie, will you press back, please? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, these are vertical angles. So what do we know about them?
They're
They're what to each other?
equal.
Equal. So 2C plus 16 equals 3C. Are we good with that, the setup?
Yes. Can I do it?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Are we good with this part, Misha,
I'm
Luke,
not.
Chris?
Go for it.
So you have it. Erase the rest of this.
Yeah.
Okay, to get the C's, we got to get the C's on the same side. So would it make more sense to subtract the 2C and move it over here? Or
Yeah.
subtract the 3C and move it over here?
Subtract the 2c.
Subtract the 2C. So we're going to subtract 2C on both sides. So the C's are gone over here. So 16 equals, what's 3 minus 2? 1. So
But you
1C, which you don't even need. So C equals 16. Right here, we see how these are right next to each other. These two angles put together form a linear pair. So this angle right here plus this angle equals 180. Okay? So, what am I going to do?
You're gonna write 15z
15z
plus 20z
plus 20z
plus 40
plus 40
equals 180.
equals 180. Very good.
Oh my.
What am I going to do first?
You gonna add?
I'm going to add what?
You're gonna add 15z and 20z.
I'm going to add the 15z and 20z, which equals what?
35.
35z. I'm going to drop down the 40. So plus 40 equals 180. What do I do next?
Minus 40.
Minus 40 on both sides. So 35z equals 140. Now what? Divide by 35. So z is equal to 4. What were those two types of angles? Vertical angles and what? Vertical angles and linear pairs. Vertical angles add to what? Or they're what? Vertical angles are
180.
equal to each other.
Yeah.
They're across from each other, so they're equal. A linear pair, they add together to equal 180. If you have questions, you put this here. Then, a sample test question. You fill this in with me. A sample test question could look like this. You could write, find the missing angles.